I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night. And now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. Now I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. And I feel the magic, magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic, magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, woo. Can you imagine, woo? And I feel the magic, woo. Can you imagine, woo? And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. There's wonder on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic, magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic, magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, woo. Can you imagine, woo? And I feel the magic, woo. Can you imagine, woo? And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air for no sense to stay inside. If the weather's fine and you got the time, it's your chance to wake up and plan another brand new day. Either way, with your breath. I'll move closer to you. You slide your arms around my neck. Closer to you. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. Feel the warmth of the glow of the silver screen. There's a monster and nothing in between. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. I would kill to be with you. We can make it thunder. I would kill to be with you. We will make it through. The time has come to fall. Chaos spreads the room. We lock in eye to eye. Zero to apart. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. I would kill to be with you. We can make it thunder. I would kill to be with you. We will make it through. Pull over and point to the sky. You shut the lights off and fly right by. The black sun sings to the earth. You said it's rebel in our time. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. Can you feel it? I would kill to be with you. We can make it thunder. I would kill to be with you. We will make it through.
The rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle doesn't know how to
Good Monday morning, everybody. Good morning, Cornbread.
Good morning, Beans. Good morning, everybody.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good. Get some sunrise action going again. And cheers, everybody. Good morning, Brother Boxman. How are you? I hope you are having a dope Monday morning.
Good morning, Ma. I hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Brother Man Bear. Hope you are off to a dope Monday morning.
Good morning, Kay. I hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Britt and Jennifer. I hope you guys are off to wonderful Monday mornings.
Good morning, Amber. I hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Deb. How are you, dear? I hope you were having a wonderful Monday.
Good morning, Ash and Kate. I hope you two are off to a good morning.
Good morning, Mama Roo. How is you? I hope you were having a wonderful morning. I hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day and is ready for a wake and bake. Let's go with some Chicago. Cheers.
Cheers.
Waiting for the break of day.
That's such a ridiculously good song. I hope everybody's having a dope start to their week. We'll smoke for 420. We'll have some Vicki Bowers this morning. We'll have our morning speaker. What do you know this morning, Cornbread?
I got some nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for this week. Working on a bunch of shit. If you need any dope ass custom crochet creations, reach out to Mama Roo with Roo's Naughty Creations. Crochet. I still getting figured it out. Much love, Mama Roo. Thank you for your sponsorship and your support, and I still gotta finish your audio commercial. But we got you. If you have any questions, please reach out to anybody on the Cove team. Reach out to Mama Roo herself, and we can get you your order placed. And thank you again, Mama Roo. Super duper appreciate you. We are 2 minutes out from 420. Much love, Man Bear.
Much love, Man Bear. Have a good day at work.
Don't work too hard, Bretta. Yeah, I don't know. What's everybody smoking on this morning? We are smoking on some sour diesel and miscellaneous vapes. How's your morning so far?
Good.
You
How was yours?
up and coffee, and the doggos went out, and now they're sleeping again.
They super sleeping.
Yeah, super duper sleeping. They are passed the fuck out. Jersey's been a little turd lately, but hopefully we have a better day today. Blue sushi.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Sounds good.
I'd smoke it. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on, though. Oh.
Boxman. It's too early for your shit.
Is it, though?
It really is. I was just gonna ask you.
I got you, Batman.
Oh.
Well, I got you about too. I'm trying to help everybody. Fucking A.
So not only does he have Cassie's back, but he has Boxman's back too.
I've got
Damn.
everybody's back. I'll do what I can. Cheers, cheers. Happy 420.
Cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Everybody's having a dope start to their Monday. What has everybody got planned for their day? Ma, I saw you're leaving us this week. I'll miss you also.
There's your 3 nose dabs, Boston, but I don't think that's how that works either.
Yeah, that's definitely not how that works.
Not how that works.
But we appreciate you. I appreciate you, Boston. If you have not got your tote entry in, please make sure that you go and follow the rules correctly and get your entry in. I'm very excited. Yeah, we cannot thank everybody enough for the support. It's been amazing, and I'm very, very excited for the tournament to start. We are one weekish out. Tomorrow will be a week, but you know what I mean. From it starting, but the voting or the entries close this Saturday night, so make sure you get your entry in. We do have some Vicki B coming up. Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. It's pretty nice this morning. It is 55 out. Dang.
I'll check that.
Yeah, it was nice out. I left the dogs out earlier. They was loving it.
No. That's not how that works. Don't make me get Crofty involved.
Oh, shit.
Don't make me get my brother involved.
That's fucking great. Alright. We'll play another song and dive into some Vicki B. Let's go with this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the morning comes, and we see what we've become. In the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. Cause with all that has happened, I think that we both know the way that the story ends. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the evening falls and I'm left there with my thoughts, and the image of you being with someone else, well, it's eating me up inside. But we ran our course, we pretended we're okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So I'll go. I will go. So I'll go. I will go. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, No, that means I'll have to leave.
That's such a fun song.
And no way, Boxman, get out of here. Get out of here.
But don't leave. But
Don't leave. No, don't leave. But I mean, no.
all right, Vicki B, what do you got for us today? I hate it. I feel like this now. All right, here we go.
Welcome back. Today we have an interesting and useful word, a mystery, a very talented instrumentalist, a song and a quote. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for August 17th. August 17th is the 229th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 230th in leap years, with 136 days remaining to the end of the year. It's Engineers' Day in Colombia and Independence Day in Indonesia. Today's word is extemporaneous. Extemporaneous is an adjective that has to do with something done with little or no advanced preparation, especially speaking or performing, kind of in the sense of responding naturally in the moment rather than following a carefully prepared script. Spoken or performed with little preparation, as in, she gave an extemporaneous speech when the scheduled speaker failed to arrive, or improvised or done on the spur of the moment, as in, their extemporaneous performance became the highlight of the evening, or a nice everyday example could be our carefully planned afternoon turned into an extemporaneous road trip when we decided to follow the highway to the coast. Now, extemporaneous doesn't necessarily mean completely unprepared. In public speaking, an extemporaneous speech is often one in which the speaker knows the subject and may have prepared an outline or talking points, but doesn't read a word-for-word script. So extemporaneous describes something created or delivered in the moment, prepared lightly, if at all, and relying on the person's knowledge, skill, or inspiration. Extemporaneous comes to us from the Latin phrase ex tempore, which means out of the time or at the moment. First known use of the word extemporaneous is in the 1600s. Extemporaneous. Today's word extemporaneous was suggested by Odyssey viewer Charles B. Ranting. Thanks, Charles. And if you have a word you'd like us to explore in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments and we'll get it on the list. And with that, on August 17th, 1585, the first group of colonists sent by Sir Walter Raleigh under the charge of Ralph Lane landed in the New World to create Roanoke Colony on Roanoke Island off the coast of present-day North Carolina. This marks the beginning of England's first serious attempt to establish a colony in North America and was the beginning of the first Roanoke settlement. Then it lasted less than a year. Its failure led Raleigh to try again in 1587. The first settlement was partly intended as a military base from which the English could explore the region and prey upon Spanish shipping. Things didn't go that well for them. Supplies were lost or damaged, food became scarce, and relations with the local Algonquin peoples deteriorated badly. When Sir Francis Drake arrived in June of 1586, the exhausted colonists accepted his offer of passage back to England. So Raleigh tried again in 1587, this time sending a more civilian group of men, women, and children under Governor John White. They had actually intended to settle farther north near Chesapeake Bay, but instead ended up at Roanoke. Among them was Governor White's daughter, Eleanor Dare, who gave birth to Virginia Dare, traditionally remembered as the first English child born in an English colony in the Americas. Once again, though, food and supplies were a problem, so White sailed back to England for help. Then history intervened. England's war with Spain and the threat of the Spanish Armada prevented White from returning promptly. He finally got back to Roanoke in August of 1590, 3 years after leaving, and found the settlement deserted. There were no colonists and no bodies. The most tantalizing clue was the word Croatoan carved onto the colony's palisade. White believed this indicated that the settlers had moved to Croatoan Island, now Hatteras Island, where friendly native people lived. Unfortunately, bad weather prevented him from going there to investigate, and he was forced to sail away. Exactly what happened remains uncertain. The colonists may have joined or been absorbed into nearby native communities. Some may have moved inland. Others may have died from disease, starvation, warfare, or attack. There have been conflicting stories about their fate, but nothing has conclusively solved the mystery. Archaeological investigations have continued to turn up intriguing evidence, but there's still no universally accepted explanation. Roanoke turned out to be one failed colony followed by another, whose fate became one of America's oldest historical mysteries. This is the birthday of musician Eric Johnson, born August 17, 1954, in Austin, Texas. He was born into a musical family and began studying piano as a child. Took up guitar at about age 11. Around the age of 15, he was already playing professionally. During the 1970s, he became part of Austin's thriving music scene, notably with the jazz rock fusion band, the Electromagnets. What a great name for a band. Before establishing himself as a session musician and solo performer. His reputation grew steadily during the 1980s, particularly after an appearance on the TV show Austin City Limits. His 1986 album Tones earned critical attention and a Grammy nomination, but his major breakthrough came with 1990's Via Musicom. The album went platinum, and his dazzling instrumental Cliffs of Dover became his signature piece, winning the Grammy Award for Best Rock Instrumental Performance in 1992. What makes Eric Johnson unusual is his combination of extraordinary technique and remarkable versatility. Although best known as an electric guitarist, particularly for the warm, violin-like tone he can produce from a Fender Stratocaster, he also plays acoustic, lap steel, and resonator guitars, along with piano and bass, and he sings and writes songs. His music moves comfortably among rock, blues, jazz fusion, country, folk, and even classical influences. A famously meticulous musician, he's continued recording and touring for decades, including appearances on the celebrated G3 tours with guitar virtuosos Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. With 8 Grammy nominations and 1 win, Eric Johnson has earned a reputation not merely as a fast or technically impressive guitarist, but also as a musician with an instantly recognizable sound all his own. Happy birthday, Eric Johnson. So let's talk about Eric Johnson's song, Cliffs of Dover. Cliffs of Dover is Eric Johnson's signature instrumental piece released on his 1990 album Via Musicom, as I mentioned before. Without a single lyric, he's managed to create a piece that feels joyful, soaring, and almost cinematic, as though the guitar itself is telling the story. He reportedly developed the song from musical ideas that came to him quickly, although recording it was another matter. Known for his extraordinary attention to tone and detail, he's built a recording filled with shimmering clean passages, rapid runs, ringing harmonics, and the smooth violin-like lead guitar sound for which he has become famous. Much of the finished track grew from a live performance recorded in the studio, helping give it an unusually spontaneous feeling despite his meticulous approach to sound. Cliffs of Dover became an unexpected success for an instrumental rock piece. It reached the upper ranks of Billboard's rock chart and, more importantly, helped introduce this remarkable artist to a much wider audience. In 1992, it won the Grammy Award for Best Rock Instrumental Performance. And perhaps the greatest thing about Cliffs of Dover is that its virtuosity never seems to be the whole point. Eric Johnson certainly demonstrates breathtaking technical ability, but the melody is still warm, uplifting, and memorable. It's a piece that doesn't need words to communicate something, and more than 3 decades later, the guitar still sounds as though it could take flight. Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson, link in the description, and I've also included a link to his performance on that Austin City Limits episode. How about that? For today's quote, I came across a simple but profound truth about creativity and the creative process by Eric Johnson, and it is, getting out of your own way is important. Eric Johnson. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time.
Much love, Vicki B. Thank you so much for this same history every day. We super duper appreciate you. Please make sure that you are following Vicki on all the platforms that she streams to. And check out the Black Mirror Coffee because she do be like coffee. Whoop whoop. And I hope you're off to a dope stuff here, Vicki B. Hey, good morning, CJ.
Good morning, CJ.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. Much love, Brian. You got this, brother.
Much love, Brian.
I wish there was more I could do for you. All right, everybody. This song is ridiculous. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
That's such a great song. That's dope, Brian. Johnny Depp has a very odd cologne commercial. I don't think you've seen it, but it was playing during football shit earlier the other day, whatever. He's crazy. Well, we'll keep the tunes rolling. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning. We do our morning speaker coming up. Cheers.
Cheers.
I bought a toothbrush, some toothpaste, a flannel for my face, pajamas, a hairbrush, new shoes, and a case. I said to my reflection, let's get out of this place. Past the church and steeple, the laundry on the hill, billboards and the buildings, memories of it still keep calling and calling, but forget it all, I know I will. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. What's been going on, and now that you have gone, there's no other. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. I'm at the car park, the airport, the baggage carousel, where people keep on grabbing me and wishing I was well. I said it's no occasion, it's no story I can tell. At my bedside, empty pocket, a foot without a sock. Your body gets much closer. I fumble for the clock, alarmed by the seduction. I wish that it would stop. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. What's been going on, now that you have gone, there's no other. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. I bought a novel, some perfume, a fortune all for you, but it's not my conscience that hates to be untrue. I asked of my reflection, tell me what is there to do. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. What's been going on, now that you have gone, there's no other. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered. Tempted by the fruit of another, tempted but the truth is discovered.
Yes, Britt, that is such a damn good song. That's pretty much one of the only songs I know by them. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning. We are 10 minutes out from med time. I found this song yesterday. Kels kind of showed me it. But we'll play some dancey music for a minute. We do have our morning speaker coming up. Cheers.
Cheers.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat moss. Now the bitch skip hip, popping in my Reeboks, talking about a detox, pussy like a beatbox, all grown up, bitch looking like Salute, not that booty. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them them Reeboks. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip pit, popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, busy like a meatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salute, not that booty. I need that, I need that, I need that. Blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them Reeboks. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip pit, popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, busy like a meatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salute, not that booty.
Could've been 30, could've been a G. Should've never snitched. Why you take it to police? Now they're looking at you funny when you're walking down the street, looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like Wallow and Gilly with the game. You don't really wanna act silly, behave. When I was on stage and a million gets made. I need that breeze. I feel sorry for Skepta, they copy these flow, but they say that it's a new flow. Imitation don't flatter me, but it's cool though. Should've ever left the guy alone in my studio. Put them in the coffin, get them on a tombstone. Yeah, I got a half of the price of a Kudo. Living like a boss man, nothing like Hugo. I need that good price. What the plug turn pagan, tweaking, ticking inflation, peace is needed, getting impatient, blood, everybody getting complacent, leg, work, step on the pavement, victory lap, I'm back in the station, I'm really a psycho, Patrick Bateman, if you see her with me, she's taken.
Blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them Reeboks. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip pit, popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, busy like a meatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salute, not. I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that. Blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them Reeboks. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip pit, popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, busy like a meatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salute, not. I need that, I need that, I need that.
I smoke loud, but I never get lousy. Black Swan, Darren Aronofsky. Plug said he wants 16 for the pound, but I'm trying to get it under. Rack like Saudi. Iced out watch and my diamonds ain't cloudy. 4 rings never came with the Audi. Grills like Foreman. I put my money where my mouth is and I don't want to smile, just allow me. No new friends, I got mob ties. Where would I be without the guys? We get fly. Argue 1,000 times, you tell jokes till the tears come out your eyes. You know the haters hate when you're out of sight. I hear them say we sold out. Yeah, we sold out. Everything I said, humble pie. One slice cut a man down to size. Like, could've been 30, could've been a G. Should've never snitched. Why you took it to police? Now they're looking at you funny when you're walking down the street, looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like Wallow and Gilly with the game. You don't really wanna act silly, behave. When I was on stage and a million gets made. I need that.
Blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, them Reeboks. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip pit, popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, busy like a meatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Salute, not.
I need that.
That song is so fun. I fucking love that song. So I found one. Brit, is it by Dolly Babe? Does that sound familiar? Because I found that one. We can play that one. I don't know that one, but we play it. Otherwise, you might have to point me in the correct direction. 6 minutes out from med time. Hope everybody's enjoying the music this morning and enjoying their start to the week. It's gonna be a dope week. I don't know. It's always a dope week hanging with you guys, though.
Every day.
Books are passed the fuck out this morning.
Yeah, they only got up as soon as I walked back in the room, and then they're back down again.
They're like, oh.
They're like, oh, okay. It's just you.
Oh, let's go. Dab time, let's go. All right, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Man, you tripping, bruh. Stop calling me like that about some motherfucking cigarettes. I'm gonna take you when I get out the studio, nigga.
Outfit came from Shein. Person who's it too. Just got my hair done. I'm acting brand new. Going out tonight, feeling sexy in my mood. Pink blush on my face, brown lip liner, lip gloss nude.
Now, he wanna lick my bum, but clock my rod to talk. Got him going crazy for that poo, nah. I get what I want, I got that ooh, shalaka. He do what I say for that da.
Outfit came from Shein. Person who's it too. Just got my hair done. I'm acting brand new. Going out tonight, feeling sexy in my mood. Pink blush on my face, brown lip liner, lip gloss nude.
Now, he wanna lick my bum, but clock my rod to talk. Got him going crazy for that poo, nah. I get what I want, I got that ooh, shalaka. He do what I say for that da.
Pink wig, nails done. You can't tell me shit. I'm born and raised in Texas. That's why I'm so thick. I'm like daddy, how it tastes while I'm sitting on his face. He got one time to fuck up, then he getting replaced.
outfit came from Shein. Person who's it too. Just got my hair done. I'm acting brand new. Going out tonight, feeling sexy in my mood. Pink blush on my face, brown lip liner, lip gloss nude. Now he wanna lick my bum, but clock my rod to talk. Got him going crazy for that poo, nah. I get what I want, I got that ooh shalaka. He do what I say for that da. Pink blush on my face. Pink blush on my face.
That was great. Now, but it's very caught off guard. That's a good way to put that. We are 3 minutes out from med time. We do have our morning speaker coming up. Other than that, I'm just jamming, listening to tunes. I hope everybody's enjoying music. We'll play some dubstep in honor of Beer Bird. Cheers.
Cheers.
Came here to smoke weed and kick ass, and I'm all out of weed.
I am walking here!
Call me Dank Sinatra, the way I'm smoking that jazz cabbage. I like my music like I like my weed. Loud.
Tickle time!
Turn that sheet up to 11, man. Hey kids, do you want some weed?
That song is ridiculous. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Scott.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. It is... Oh, there it is. Med time. If you have morning meds to take, now is a good time to do so. I'm drinking and smoking on mine. Morning will take her through after a bit. Hey, good morning, Vicki.
Good morning, Vicki.
I love you.
Bye, love you.
Oh yeah, med time. If we're med time, ooh, got it.
Yep.
All right. We'll keep the tunes rolling, and I'll start looking for one speaker. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's fucking go.
Go.
All right. Do you have our morning speaker picked out? We'll play one more song and we can dive on it.
And Vicki, I hope you had a great birthday.
Let's fucking go. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Who knows where I'll be when I get old? But every road that leads back home, it's easy to say, it's so hard to show. But give me your hands, give me something to hold. You could get burned even when it's cold. Not everything is in your control. Just because it's a house doesn't mean it's a home. It's only right if you feel alone. Feel alone. Just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold. It's gold. There's someone out there who already knows. Already knows. It's not about the fancy cars or clothes. So just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold. It's gold. There's someone out there who already knows. Already knows. It's not about the fancy cars or clothes. Who knows I'll be when I get old, but every road that leads back home, it's easy to say, it's so hard to show. But give me your hands, give me something to hold. You could get burned even when it's cold. Not everything is in your control. Just because it's a house doesn't mean it's a home. It's only right if you feel alone. Just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold. It's gold. There's someone out there who already knows. It's not about the fancy cars or clothes.
That's such a great song. All right, we are going to listen to a Katie Morton this morning. I hope everybody's enjoying their start to the week. And
Let's fucking go.
here we go.
When autism and ADHD show up together, they don't just stack on top of each other. They create a unique mix of strengths, struggles, and contradictions. You might crave routine, but get bored by it. Need structure, but resist it. want connection, but feel overwhelmed by it. That combination has a name, AUDHD. And despite how common it is, many people spend years being diagnosed with only one or neither. Today, we're talking about what AUDHD actually is, why it gets missed so often, and the signs that autism and ADHD may be showing up together. The interesting thing is that autism and ADHD don't just happen to occur in the same person sometimes. They actively interact in ways that make each one harder to spot. Take novelty and sameness, for example, okay? ADHD brains are wired to chase novelty, new information, new stimulation, new things to focus on. Autistic brains tend to find safety and regulation in routine and predictability. Put those two wirings in one nervous system, and you get someone who feels real distress when their schedule gets disrupted and also goes stir crazy when nothing changes for too long. And on paper, that looks contradictory. But in practice, it's the most consistent thing that AUDHD adults describe. Or take masking, another good example. ADHD traits like impulsivity, fast talking, jumping into conversations can look a lot like easy, confident social engagement from the outside. That can actually camouflage autistic social differences that are like underneath it, because the energy reads as someone being outgoing, even when the underlying social processing is like working overtime to keep up with it. And researchers have started calling this bidirectional masking. Each condition it's like they cover for the other, which means clinicians screening for one frequently miss the second one entirely. You want to hear something wild? Until 2013, so 13 years ago, the diagnostic manual didn't even allow both diagnoses in the same person. That rule is gone. Okay, they fixed it. But a lot of clinicians, think of 2013. I mean, I graduated school in 2009? So a ton of clinicians still mentally sort people into one box instead of checking for both. And here's how big a gap that's left. Roughly 45% of adults with ADHD, so almost half of adults with ADHD, show clinically significant autistic traits. But in a recent analysis of nearly 2 million insurance claims, only 1.7% of adults with ADHD had an actual autism diagnosis on file. So almost half of them have clinically significant traits, but only 1.7% of them are actually diagnosed. And that gap is why this video exists. A 2025 neuroimaging study found something that actually supports this experience. And don't you just love it when research is in line with what we already know is happening? People with co-occurring autism and ADHD showed distinct patterns of brain connectivity, different from autism alone and different from ADHD alone. The researchers described it as its own neurodevelopmental profile, not simply an additive one. Your brain is running one program that neither diagnosis fully describes as its own. It's like AUDHD is its own third thing. I just thought that was really important to note. And also, why it's so hard for people to get properly diagnosed. I don't know. Okay, let's get into what this can actually feel like day to day. And the first experience I want to talk about is sensory and emotional regulation can be amplified, not divided. Like sounds, textures, lighting, crowded rooms, these can already cause a lot of distress for autistic people on their own. When you add ADHD's emotional intensity and rejection sensitivity on top of that, and small sensory irritations don't stay small. They get amplified. Like picture this, okay? You're at a family dinner. The overhead light is just slightly too bright. There's a fork scraping a plate somewhere down the table, and your sister just made a comment about your job that probably wasn't even meant as a dig, but it felt like a dig. For most people, any one of those things, or even all of them together, it just kind of rolls off easily. We might not even notice. But for an AUDHD brain, all three of those things are landing in our nervous system at the same time. And there's no clean way to separate the sensory irritation from the emotional one. By the time dessert comes out, you're not just uncomfortable, you're done. and you have no idea how to explain to anyone at the table why a fork and fluorescent lighting and an offhand comment just took you from fine to overwhelmed in like 30 minutes. That's 2 regulation systems firing at once with no buffer in between them. Next up, let's talk about masking getting doubled, not split. If you're AUDHD, you're often running like 2 separate masking projects simultaneously. The effort to appear like socially fluent and easy to be around, which is the autism side of that mask. And then the effort to seem focused, organized, and in control, which is like that ADHD side. Both of those styles of masking are like full-time jobs, and you're working both of the shifts at once. You're like doing double duty. So like think about a work meeting. You're tracking the conversation closely enough to respond at the right moments. That's kind of like an ADHD effort. You're fighting to stay, like have your attention be more locked when it wants to drift. So we're doing that in the meeting while also monitoring our facial expressions, our tone, whether we're making the right amount of eye contact, whether our questions sound natural instead of rehearsed. All of that is the autism effort running right alongside the ADHD effort. And neither project, like we're running these 2 shifts and it's like we don't even get to clock out. Like they're running at the same time. And so by the time the meeting ends, you're completely exhausted because you've been performing your best focused and social self for over an hour. And camouflaging research has consistently linked higher masking to worse mental health outcomes. And that effect shows up most strongly in people managing both conditions together. And I don't say that to bum you out. I know like sometimes research is not great, right? We're like, ugh, that sucks. But I say it instead to like validate the burnout and exhaustion that you might be feeling all the time, because it's kind of telling us, yes, you have a right to feel that way. Yes, research supports that. Yes, it is harming your mental health. So if you've been feeling more depressed or more anxious or just more tired in general, that might be why. Next, executive function gets contradictory symptoms layered on top of each other. I know that's like a complicated thing that I just said, but just hang with me, okay? So ADHD makes starting tasks and holding attention difficult, okay? Autism can add rigid, like all or nothing thinking about how a task gets approached once it does start. So you might struggle to begin something, and then once you finally do, you can struggle to stop, like struggle to switch tasks or even to tolerate the plan changing midstream. It's like those 2 things working together again. Like let's say you've been putting off a work project for 2 weeks. You finally sit down on a Saturday and something clicks. You know, the ADHD hyperfocus kicks in and you're like 4 hours deep into it without noticing the time has passed. Your partner reminds you that you have dinner reservations and asks, hey, you want to get ready? Let's go to dinner. And that should be a simple switch. We should have known it was coming, right? But instead, it feels like being physically pulled out of something because the autistic side of your brain has locked into the task as, the plan now. And any deviation from the plan registers as disruption that your system has to fight through, not just a scheduling change. Like, oh, I didn't realize it's 6:00. We got to go. And so what can happen is then you snap at your partner over dinner plans that you'd already happily made a few days ago. And they have no idea that what just happened wasn't really about dinner at all. People around you see inconsistency, like, they can't start a task or can't stop a task, depending on the day. But what's actually happening are 2 different executive function profiles competing for control of the same moment. Does that make sense? It's like they're both running alongside each other. And so from the outside, it looks like it doesn't make sense, but that's how our brain works. And finally, diagnostic overshadowing makes the whole thing worse. Again, fancy way of just saying that it's hard to get a proper diagnosis. This is the clinical term for when one diagnosis gets all the attention in an evaluation and the second condition's traits get explained away as being part of the first. Like an autistic child who can't sit still in class, who's inattentive and seems to drift off during instructions, often gets that behavior filed under sensory overwhelm or social anxiety. Nobody screens for ADHD because the autism diagnosis is already there on file. And even if that explanation doesn't fully account for what's happening, they still just throw it under there. This could also be like an ADHD adult who needs rigid routines, becomes dysregulated or upset by certain sensory environments, and struggles with unstructured social situations. All of those symptoms will get filed under anxiety because the ADHD diagnosis already exists. And anxiety is kind of like the easiest catch-all for whatever's left over. Nobody asks whether autism might be present too. Whichever diagnosis arrives first in someone's life, for whatever reason, tends to become the lens that everything else gets interpreted through. Like the first label sticks, and everything that doesn't quite fit gets quietly absorbed into it instead of getting its own evaluation. If you watch the autism video, you already know that diagnostic criteria for both ADHD and autism were built almost entirely around how young boys present. Annoying. Most of our, as we're learning, I'm sure you guys have all gone down this rabbit hole too, but if not, most of our research into any medical ailment has been done on men or boys. Like it's always looking at them. And the reasoning that they gave is that, I think I might have mentioned this before, is that they always had said like, well, girls have their hormones and women can get pregnant and that would throw off the study. It's like, but shouldn't we have research on how this affects pregnant women also? Like, what? We're birthing all the humans. Anyways, back on point here, okay? They were always built, like autism and ADHD and a lot of other things were built about how young boys present. Therefore, AUDHD, unfortunately, it's like it compounds that problem. Women with AUDHD often get one diagnosis, and it's usually anxiety or depression, sometimes ADHD on its own. And the autism that's been happening, probably since we were a kid, right? It stays invisible because it's been compensated for so thoroughly that it doesn't look like autism to anyone watching from the outside. Like I kind of talked about in the video, like we're pretty good maskers. And so we can be so good at it that nobody even knows, thinks, even considers looking for it. And so here's how that actually plays out in an evaluation, right? I want to kind of walk you through what it would look like if you went in to get checked for this. So a woman walks into a clinician's office describing burnout, social exhaustion, or maybe a pattern of feeling like, I'm just kind of like acting my way through all these social interactions. The clinician, like the therapist or whoever, sees someone who makes eye contact, answers questions fluidly, seems engaged in the conversation, and reads that as socially intact. What the clinician doesn't see is that the eye contact is a rehearsed habit that she built in her 20s because someone once told her that she came across cold without it. They don't see that the fluid answers are the product of mentally drafting and discarding 3 responses before saying the 4th one out loud. And the social fluency that ADHD's impulsivity and talkativeness can provide becomes the perfect cover for the social struggles that can come along with autism. And the standardized screening tools, most of which were never designed to catch a masked presentation, they come back clean. So she goes in to see the clinician and then she leaves with a diagnosis of anxiety, which isn't necessarily wrong, but it's just incomplete. And this is also where rejection sensitive dysphoria, or RSD, becomes relevant in a way that's specific to this combination. And I have an older video on RSD. If you want more information on it, I'll link it in the description. But RSD already makes ADHD brains read neutral interactions as rejection, right? Someone can look at us a funny way and we automatically are like, oh my God, they hate me. Layer autistic social processing differences, right? Social situations, if we're autistic, are really hard to read. We're maybe not really sure. Maybe, I'm sure we've been learning our whole lives, but we don't feel very confident. So you put that on top of it, where the rules of an interaction were never intuitive. And then you get this certain kind of exhaustion from any social interaction. Like if a friend takes 4 hours to respond to a text, the ADHD side of your brain immediately registers that as a sign that something's wrong. And the rejection sensitivity flares before you've even confirmed there's anything to be rejected by. That's ADHD, okay? The autism side of your brain starts replaying the entire conversation that led up to that text. You scan for the moment that you said something wrong because you were never confident that you read the social cues correctly in the first place. Now, these two systems are both convinced you've done something wrong, but neither one is really able to tell you what. And that can really suck. Make it really hard for us to feel connected to other people. And we can honestly, like I've heard from a lot of you that are AUDHD, that it feels like you're almost like always at war with yourself, or like walking on eggshells with people you're in relationships with because you just aren't sure. I feel like when I was putting this video together, the thing that kept coming through to me was that it's just this lack of confidence, this lack of feeling sure in ourselves and like our way of interacting because of all the different components of autism and ADHD and how they play together. And so a lot of women with AUDHD describe spending decades believing that they were just too sensitive, too intense, too disorganized, or too much, when the real story was a misdiagnosis and the support that should have come along with it. This combination is its own profile entirely, with its own internal logic, right? It has its own way of working. And once you understand that, a lot of the contradictions that made you feel broken or inconsistent start making sense instead. A proper evaluation for AUDHD needs to screen for both conditions specifically, not just whichever one presents first or is the loudest. If you've already been assessed for one and the picture never quite fit, right? Like it encapsulated a lot of things, but there's still stuff that doesn't work. And you're like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It's worth bringing up directly with your therapist or doctor. Ask whether the evaluation covered both, not just the one that got flagged first. And if you spent years masking two things at once without knowing that that's what you were doing, give yourself some credit. First of all, for how much energy that took, but also that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And instead of judging any of it, we're always so quick to judge ourselves, right? I want you to recognize how hard you've been working and just pat yourself on the back for it because you survived. You did the best to manage it all. Next, let's get into a few things that actually help so that we can start feeling a little bit better right away, okay? First, let's build a transition buffer before you need one. That's the important piece, before you need one, okay? Remember the Saturday Hyperfocus example where switching out of like a locked-in task felt, I don't know, it felt like getting like physically pulled out of something. I've had a lot of you tell me it's almost like you're being jerked away. You're like, no, you don't want to let go of something. So it's like you're pulled out. It's uncomfortable and we hate it. Unfortunately, willpower alone isn't going to make that reaction go away. I know, so annoying. But what helps is giving your brain a warning before the switch happens, not in the moment that it does happen. So let's say we set that dinner reservation, right? We talked about it with our partner a couple days ago. I want you to set a timer. So like even before we got in to that situation, like maybe in the morning, we set a timer for 10 minutes before we need to do something. So in this case, you'd set it for, let's say dinner is at 7. We need to leave the house at 6:30. I'm going to have to get ready. I'm going to have the timer go off at 6. So you set a timer before you need to actually stop, not at the moment that you need to stop. Like give yourself that 10-minute window because it gives the autistic side of your brain time to register that the plan is about to change. And instead of experiencing the change as a sudden disruption, you can kind of move through it. And I know that this sounds small, but for a lot of AUDHD adults, it's the difference between snapping at someone over dinner plans that you made a couple days ago and actually being able to just put the work down and go and enjoy a meal together. Next tool, we have to catch the RSD spiral before it ruins everything. It likes to ruin everything, right? I talked a while back about the evidence collection method for separating your guilt from what actually happened. And the same approach works here. And it's especially useful for AUDHD because you're often dealing with two systems that are both insisting you did something wrong: the rejection sensitivity and the social replay. When a friend's slow text reply sends you spiraling, we're going to stop. Pop, 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 pop. I want you to write down the actual evidence that something is wrong. I said evidence, like imagine it in a court of law. This is not the feeling that something's wrong. These aren't thoughts. Thoughts are not facts. Feelings are not facts. We're just going to write down the facts. That's it. Okay? Because most of the time there aren't any. Like, what's the fact you have? They haven't texted me back. That's it. Separating the feelings from the facts. It unfortunately doesn't really make the feeling itself smaller, doesn't make it go away, but it can stop you from acting on a story that your brain told you with no facts to support it. So give it a try, okay? Another tool is to pick one place to stop masking on purpose. You can't drop both masks everywhere. That's not realistic for most of us, not to mention that it probably doesn't feel safe either, right? It can be kind of scary, especially if you've been masking for so long. But running double duty in every context within our life is what wears us out. It's why a lot of us feel burnt out and overwhelmed. So I want you to choose one relationship or one room or just 1 hour of your week where you choose to stop performing. Like, stop tracking your facial expressions. Stop pre-drafting your sentences. I know it'll be hard at first. We're just going to try. Let your attention drift if it wants to drift. Let it do it. The exhaustion from masking is like cumulative. So even one regular space where you're not working so hard, it can be helpful. And you may even find yourself looking forward to it each and every week. You can also try and name your top sensory stressors and remove just those. You don't need to overhaul your whole environment. That would be awesome, but it's also expensive and a lot of work. But most AUDHD adults have 2 or 3 specific sensory triggers doing most of the damage, not 100 small ones. I know it can feel like that, but just hang with me, okay? Maybe one of the worst for you is overhead fluorescent lighting. I mean, who likes that anyway? It's horrible. And funny story, actually, Sean worked one holiday season at the Gap, and he told me that the most exhausting thing wasn't even the folding and refolding of all the clothes. It was the lighting. I think we should just ban fluorescent lighting, to be honest. Okay, back to the point. But what could be triggering you most? Again, fluorescent lighting. It could be background chatter in open offices. Maybe you're like in a cubicle kind of situation, or having music playing too loudly in your space, or maybe it's like tags on your clothing. Identify the 2 or 3 that bother you the most, and let's solve for those specifically. Like noise canceling earbuds. I'm a huge fan of Loops brand earplugs for this. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Sean and I both have them. They're great. Or maybe we get a desk lamp instead of relying on overhead lighting. Maybe we remove all the tags from our clothing, or only buying clothes that don't have fabric tags, maybe at least not up in the neck, maybe on the side. I don't know. But these small targeted fixes do more here than trying to control everything at once. And it's also, I think, more manageable this way. Oh, and if you're pursuing an evaluation, ask for both by name. I know it can feel pushy. I've heard from a lot of you, you're like, I don't want them to think that I'm trying to get a diagnosis. This is your life. And given everything we've covered about the limits and blind spots in the diagnosis process, we don't really want to leave it to the clinician to think of the second condition on their own. So if you're going in for an ADHD assessment, ask directly whether autism is also being screened for and vice versa. And bring specific examples from both lists. Like, hey, I think this is more ADHD. Hey, I think this is more autism, but I have both of these. You're allowed to advocate for the fuller picture instead of waiting for someone else to notice it. Like I've always said, you know yourself and your experience best. And naming what you're experiencing is honestly part of getting an accurate assessment. That way, your clinician can properly assess you and give you the right tools and resources. A few weeks ago, I talked about the autism signs that women learn to hide. And before that, I covered the ADHD signs that can get missed for decades. And if you watched both of those videos and found yourself thinking, wait, both of these sound like me, you're not alone. Trust me, I got a ton of messages and comments asking me about that, which is why I made this video. And the tricky thing about AUDHD is that it often looks contradictory from the outside. You crave routine but get bored by it. You want connection, feel overwhelmed by it. You seek stimulation and then avoid it at the same time. And for years, a lot of people assume they must be getting something wrong because no single explanation seems to fit. But maybe the reason none of the pieces made sense on their own is because they were never meant to. Maybe what looks like inconsistency is actually 2 neurotypes interacting in real time. And for many people, learning about AUDHD is about finally finding the framework that explains what they've been experiencing all along. If this video resonated with you, make sure you watch my ADHD and autism videos from a few weeks ago, because together I feel like they paint a much fuller picture. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's the most AUDHD thing you do? What's the contradiction that makes perfect sense to you but leaves everyone else confused? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.
Let's freaking go. Katie Morton is so great. Please make sure that you are subscribed to her on the YouTubes. I enjoy her content very much. I did not see that, Kay. I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Me too.
I missed that one.
I wasn't paying attention.
All right. We'll play some more tunes and see where we're at with our morning. Let's go with this one. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
breathe. Let it out, let it in, let it stay. Just breathe. Slow your heart for a moment. Let the noise drift away. Slow it down. Look around, feel the room, feel the light on your skin. Right here. Some days blur into others till you lost where you've been. Oh, what feels like home when the world feels fast. Hold on, let the weight get lighter. Let the hard part pass. Let it pass. Life is in the little things you almost miss. Right now, breathe and remember, you got this. You got this. Let it out, let it in, let it stay. Just breathe. Slow your heart for a moment. Let the noise drift away. Slow it down. Look around, feel the room, feel the light on your skin. Right here. Some days blur into others till you lost where you've been. Oh, what feels like home when the world feels fast. Hold on, let the weight get lighter. Let the hard part pass. Let it pass. Life is in the little things you almost miss. Right now, breathe and remember, you got this. You got this. Let it out, let it in, let it stay. Just breathe, slow your heart for a moment. Let the noise drift away. Slow it down, look around, feel the room, feel the light on your skin. Right here, some days blur into others till you lost where you've been. Oh, it feels like home when the world feels fast. Hold on, let the weight get lighter. Let the hard part pass. Let it pass. Life is in the little things you almost miss. Right now, breathe and remember, you got this. You got this. You got this.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning, probably smoking more holiday morning show. Morning. What? Oh,
Oh my goodness, Brittany.
no, she jumped down and got it.
Okay, well,
That works.
okay.
All right. I hope everybody's had a dope start to their Monday. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning. It's been a wonderful Monday morning. If you need any dope custom crochet creations, reach out to Mama Rue with Rue's Naughty Crochet. We're still learning the new name. But please make sure you're following everybody on the Cove-TV. Make sure you're following everybody you're hanging out with. Don't miss out on the movie show tonight. Make sure you get your token tournament entry in if you are interested. And have a dope rest of your day, everybody. For those I won't see later tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Cove-TV Morning Show, 8 a.m. Eastern Time every single day of the week. Let's fucking go. With that being said, have an amazing rest of your day. Cornbread, that's all yours.
I thought she had it stuck in her mouth.
No.
Sorry about that. You good? Beans can't talk today.
Nope.
As you can tell. But much love, everybody. Thank you so much for chilling with us this morning. Let's fucking go. It's been a great Monday. Great Vicki B. Great tunes. Great Kitty Morton.
Oh, man down.
Get it? I hope everybody is off to a great morning. Make sure you're following everybody you're interacting with. Make sure you're following everybody in the co-production team because you don't want to miss out. Stay lifted, stay positive, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your morning.
Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Nah, we bounce, we bounce, we bounce. We bound, we bound, we bound. We bound.
Much love, everybody.
Much love, everyone.